spire hasn't moved for days. Wind through Rickerton's broken fields, whispering old names.
He came to me at evening, bells silent, sky gone still.
Sat blind upon the wooden cross, like a shadow with a will. He told me, son, the world's too full, the hells will lose its store.
Graves will split, bones will knit, and walk the moor once more.
Death will choke and the sky will crack, the sea shall flood once more. Sinner, God has forgotten you, the rapture left you behind.
What breaks first, my son?
Your flesh or your mind? When the gates are open wide, when death and hell give up their dead.
What shall you do, my sweet child?
Where shall you run? Where shall you hide? This is the pit, and the pendulum swings evermore. Soulless to the core. So tell me, sinner, what is worth living for?
He leaned into my trembling soul, and in a voice I heard and I heard.
He told me what he saw. Nevermore.
Hello and welcome once again to Tattletales RPG, where the table may indeed be welcome. Where the table may be virtual, and you are most certainly welcome at it. We are once again back with The Walking Dead Nevermore. Whew, technical difficulties behind the scenes have been spicy, as ever. However, we are once again back at it. Now, where last we left off, the party had incredible success. You had struck out from Kelloyd Farm in the hopes of securing a water supply. While latrines are being dug, yes, quite Novo. Liam's mum is watching, which means everyone on your best behaviour, looking at you, my Irish brethren. The latrines are being dug, and the perimeter defences are in process, barbed wire, bells, etc., etc. These projects, however, are far from complete, and as you were beginning construction on them, you realised that one of the major issues of the farm was that your water was not being filtered, that you were getting basically sludge in the pipes. So, in order to counter this, you went down to the local lake. Here you divided attention and split up, and met with one Hinata Shimizu, who quickly befriended himself to the party, no small degree due to his Irish wolfhound that you guys made friends with. And you were able to clear out the lake. You defeated the zombies. You purified the water. And having returned to Kelloyd Farm... Nah, this ain't a PG session, you're not wrong. I'm not saying it, I'm not making the joke I did before session. You returned to Kelloyd Farm, where as the darkness gathered in, for the first time since this apocalypse began, a moment of peace was afforded to our players. You had been able to finally have a win more than anything else. Finally able to put some food on the table from the hunted buck that you found. And even though at the farm you are over capacity, you were able to at least find yourselves with full stomachs and well hearts. For the two chaps who weren't here last week, your characters have been assigned or were assigned to be assisting in the building of the defences. So as we come back, we're actually going to slightly go over to you two. This is as the rest of the party from last week are going off towards the lake. You would have found yourselves on the outer perimeter defences, handling barbed wire and pushing it between the two of you to try and create a sort of trap to capture the... what's the word I'm looking for? Capture the walkers in. But as you are doing so, I will say that you do both hear... Actually, you know what? Both of our two compatriots here, please roll me scouting checks. If you...
Which dice is it? Is it for
so what
scouting?
you do, go on your character sheet, and then find scout, and then just click on it.
Oh yes, I remember now, yes.
Yep.
Success.
Okay. Success and no success. As you're setting up the fences, the sun is beating down upon you. This is before we've hit the nighttime that we're currently in. You see and wave to Liam and Pat and David as they go towards the lake. But that wave is cut short as you turn and look towards the forest. And on the two successes you've got there, Nicholas, for a moment you raise your hand to your eye, the light flickering onto your fingers. As far in the distance, maybe a couple of miles away, something is glinting at you. Yeah, something is essentially just glinting at you from the dark, or from the tree line.
I wonder what that is.
It's too far away to be able to tell, but it's not dissimilar to when people would hold up like a mirror or something to, you know, gain a plane's attention, maybe.
I wonder if someone is calling me. Does someone need help? I'm thinking to myself.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Father, what do you think, Father Joseph?
Yeah, that's interesting, Nicholas. Maybe we should investigate it.
I agree, we should go together just in case if it's something dangerous.
Okay. How do you want to go about investigating? Straight up just charging, run and gun? Or are we going a little sneaky? How do you want to go about it?
A little sneaky, definitely. Like,
Yeah.
Alright, stealth checks then,
Cautious,
please.
definitely cautious.
Stealth checks then, please.
Where's that going?
yay.
Success.
Okay. When Foundry has stopped freezing on me, the two of you start to move away, leaving the project where it is. You can come back to it later. You start to head north towards Wickerton Town. This is where the majority of this campaign, I'm going to have to refresh Foundry, the majority of this campaign has taken place. And unlike for the rest of the time that this campaign has been happening, Wickerton is eerily... Oh, for God's sake, it thinks I'm Steve again. I am not Steve. For the rest of it, unlike it was previously, Wickerton is no longer noisy. It is instead incredibly quiet. An uncomfortable eeriness is hanging over you. And as you sort of march through the forest and towards Wickerton, you begin to hear the sounds of running water. And as you hear the sound of low running water, you pause. And that's when you hear... What's the word I'm looking for? That's when you hear the low babble of voices. That was well timed. That was extremely well timed. Not intentional in the slightest. I should have pretended that was the plan. But nailed it. What do you want to do? You're still in the forest at this point. You haven't quite reached the where you are headed, but you can hear voices up ahead. Come on, just load.
Ridiculous. We should not go in face front, for we don't know what these people are and what they do. But we can hear water. Maybe they have clean water that we could drink and take.
I agree, but we should definitely be careful. We should still be on our guard in case they are aggressive towards us.
Let us maybe stay in the woods. Let us maybe stay in the woods and we just wrap around them, around the trees, and see if we can find out more information.
Okay.
I agree. That's a good plan, I agree.
I'll let you guys choose then. Scout or stealth? Scout will give you more information, but you run the risk of detection. Stealth will give you less information because you take more time, but with less risk of detection.
I'll definitely do stealth.
Yes, okay. I agree.
Both stealth it up for me then, please.
Oh no. Oh, okay. Yes.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
I can't see the map if you change it, Bob.
I've added your token to the map now. You should be able to.
Yeah. Now it came up. Yeah.
Cool.
Select for me.
Give it a quick refresh. If it's working for me, it should work for everyone else. It never works for me.
Okay. Okay.
It never works for me. What are we on about? That's a bit too much rain. Ooh, tornado's an option? That doesn't look any difference.
No, it's still dark for me, and it said that I have like no token in this scene.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Give me a second. Configure ownership. All players. Nothing. Who's Dark Karma? Hang on. It's being funky. Funky. Which character are you, for the sake of just triple checking?
How to use that?
I thought so. Are you Dark Karma on Discord by any chance?
No, I'm just Steel on Discord.
Sorry, there's apparently one of the people in our game is called Dark Karma, and I have no idea who that is. That's really weird. Someone must have joined. That's so weird. Okay, you have permissions over your character. Just drag and click, maybe? Both are definitely on the map. Oh, hang on. How's this? How about now?
Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect.
There we go.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah, I'm just really confused. There's a username called Dark Karma who's joined, and I thought maybe one of you had changed your name. I have no idea who that is.
I don't serve on the side, so I don't know.
I mean, maybe. Either way, on your successful stealth checks, you slip down, and what you see is a river that Pat and Liam and people will be quite familiar with. This is the main river that leads from Kelloyd Farm to Wickerton proper. However, where once there was a sort of pier that heads out into the river, it is now sloshing with dirty water from where it is broken. Is that someone trying to book in? I mean, it might be, but they would have to reach out to me if they wanted to. So I'm a little confused as to what their plan is, and I've not had an email about anyone trying to book in, which is what should happen, I should stress. So I will find out in between sessions. If it's a new player, fantastic, but it's very odd. But yes, this is the river that previously our beloved characters were ambushed by walkers in. It is the main river that divides Wickerton and the rest of the world. As you guys arrive, however, you would see that this place is actually relatively busy, and you hunker down and watch as on the other side of the river you can see figures moving back and forth. And as you sort of observe them, you can see that they are in damaged, if somewhat burnt, military fatigues.
Those are definitely walkers, alright.
You can make a scout check if you wish.
Yeah.
Go for it, okay.
Just sort of to observe from a distance. I am going to pop our threat level up to 1, because there are walkers nearby, and we're out of a safe zone. Okay. With the skull, before I give any info away, do you wish to push at all, Father Joseph? Which would let you re-roll the dice, but you gain a point of stress.
Okay.
It's your choice, you don't have to.
No, I can push it, yeah. Oh no, oh, I think I did it twice.
That's alright. It shouldn't be able to do it twice. Cool. With 3 successes between the two of you, you hunker down, and you're behind like a heavy set of shrubs with the trees slightly behind you, and all you can hear is the rushing water. And on the other side of the bank, you can see a pair of soldiers have made their way out. With them, you can see what appear to be a pair of civilians. One of the soldiers looks at one of the civilians and goes, doesn't say that, Jesus, and goes, now what did you say they did to you again? And the closest of the 2 survivors goes, I told you, they tied me up, locked me in my own damn garage, left me for the biters. And there's sort of a little bit of a back and forth between the two. They seem to be an unlikely group, but they're definitely not aware of your presence. On the skull, however, on the stress die that we have from Nicholas, I'm going to roll a walker attack. As you are there watching and seeing these soldiers step forwards, from behind you there's a and you see a walker go to grab your hand, having pushed its way through the bracken. You couldn't hear it approaching from the sound of the water. The way a walker attack works is when you cock up, these things can happen. You may now choose any skill of your choice, or a weapon that you can use. And as long as you pass the check, you ignore whatever the walker attack was. But of course you run the risk of stress escalation and stuff like that.
Okay, I'll use the sledgehammer, I guess.
Go for it.
How do I use it? Do I just click on it or something?
Click on it, yeah. Ooh, no successes. Do you wish to push?
Yeah, I'll push.
Alright, go for it. 3 successes, no more skulls, which of course can cause this escalation of attacks. So the walker staggers forwards, teeth sink into your hand, but they hook on the glove that you're wearing, and in a moment's heartbeat you pull your hand out of the glove, your skin unbroken by the walker's teeth. As it chows down on where your fingers were a second ago, you step back, swing the sledgehammer, and the head cracks open as you split it onto the ground. However, due to that, let's have this chap make a survival. No successes. You keep looking out of the bush as these soldiers sort of look up for a second, maybe a little concerned, but then nothing comes of it. And they go back to what they were doing, sitting down by the water and filling canteens up from water bottles.
Oh god, Nicholas, that was intense.
That was a close call, but
that was crazy. I think we should go back to setting up the barricades and let the other know. I think that's the guy that was locked in the shed by the group.
Yes, that's a good idea. I like your plan. Let's go back. I never leave my house with the sledgehammer though. Always handy.
Okay, so you're going to try and sneak away?
Yep.
Yeah.
Are we doing a stealth roll for that?
Yes, please. Very strange. Poor new guy has no idea what they're in for. Nova is sending thoughts and prayers to you. So, the two of you pack up your things and slip away back towards Kelloyd Farm. The heightened presence in the nearby area is not something to be taken lightly. I will say, for the both of you, roll me... I'm just going to say leadership checks, and we will ignore any skull results. This is purely to see if you know who these people are. 1 success. And a few more, nice. You haven't ingratiated yourselves a lot with the new people that you are friending with, the other members of the party. Sorry, Squire chap was messaging me. However, military uniforms is a concerning sight, and you put 2 and 2 together. Those people were wearing military uniforms of the Irish. I think, is it the Irish Defence? No, the Irish Defence League is something else. What's the Irish military called? I know it off the top. Irish Defence Force, that's it. Wearing the military uniform of your sort of reserve defence forces. That is the same uniform of the woman in the basement that you have. You've got... Oh, someone has booked your game, Dark Karma, 6 hours ago.
Found it.
Well, I'd love it if they messaged me. Okay, I will try and... How strange. I will try and reach out to them. But you would put the link together between those soldiers at the riverside and the one worn by the lady you guys have handcuffed in the basement of the basement of the farm. What you do with that information is, of course, up to you. Now, you guys are able to sneak your way back to Kelloyd Farm. Takes a few hours to be en route. And as you return, the sun is getting low. The work on the perimeter of the defences has been completed by the NPCs allocated to it. And as you return, the other members of the party are returning. You can see Seamus O'Callaghan with a heavy sort of deer over his back, trudging his way forwards, as well as Chrissy with his dog, and a new member joining the community. Seemingly a elderly Japanese man with a large Irish wolfhound walking next to him. And as we sort of rounded out last session, an evening is had, food is had by everyone, and for the first time in months since this outbreak started, a very real sense of hope begins to spread between the community. So, in this downtime, is there anything anyone would like to do?
I mean, I guess. Could I give a medical check over Hinata, considering he's come in, and kind of give him just an overall wellness check?
Yeah, you can make a little medicine check for me.
It is 3 successes, 2 check over him.
Yeah, you're able to sort of skim over Connor's wounds. I love that the wolfhound Chris would be training the dogs. Yeah, 100%. Yes, Nova, the person locked in the basement is Runcorn. Checking over Chrissy's wounds, there's no sign of infection. He's a tough little kid. He's a bit battered, he's a bit bruised, more so than any kid should be, but he is okay. Just needs a bit of R&R, a bit of rest.
But he's not going to get that here. This is the Walking Dead. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, Seamus will, like, during the celebrations, he'll possibly approach Father Yosef or Nicholas and Father, how was your day? Uneventful, I hope.
It was quite exciting, to say the very least.
Digging latrines was exciting. What'd you do, hit gold?
Unfortunately, no. We've seen people over the river.
Aye. What sort of people? Are they in jumpsuits?
So I kind of lean over to closer, just to like whisper. They were wearing military uniforms.
Fuck. Bloody hell, Runcorn soldiers.
There was a man with them, and he told them that he was locked in a shed by someone.
A man?
Yes.
He didn't happen to be about, and like Seamus will give a description of the man he left in the shed.
From the description given, it is a very similar description to the man you have locked in a garage, where Eliana locked the door on you guys in the town.
I thought that was the house we were staying in.
Yes, that was the house you snuck into.
Yeah, and he was trying to kill Christy.
He did try and kill Christy, yeah. He was a bit loopy.
He wasn't happening to be covered in blood, was he?
Oh, sorry, is this too...
this is to Father Joseph.
When you saw him, he wasn't.
No, he had no blood. But the description you've given me, it sounds quite similar, Seamus.
Look, Father, I'll be honest with you. There was one mad fecker, and look, he had in his mind that only children could turn. He went after Christy. We didn't feel right putting him down, but oh, fuck, maybe it would have been safer. No, I can't think like that. No,
Speak your truth, Seamus. For I'm sure you had your reasons to lock him. I do not hold you guilty.
He was unconscious on the ground. We couldn't really just murder the fella. Like, it's one thing to self-defense, it's another thing to kill a man outright. But he was insane. He was covered in blood, and give him what he thought. It had to come from little ones.
If you remember correctly, his children had turned, and in the progress had killed his partner. And because of that, and because he hadn't seen any adult zombies, his brain in trauma and fear had connected the virus with children believing that only children could turn. That was the link between the trauma.
Well, James wasn't no psychologist.
No, absolutely not. But that was something you guys were able to sort of like figure out in the downtime a little bit.
Yeah.
You did the right thing, Seamus, logging him and not killing him. For all of us have strayed from the path of goodness through what is going on in the world. But if we do come across him, and if there is at least even a fraction of hope, he can be redeemed.
Yeah, well, sometimes you got to deal with threats up front, not leave them linger. Seamus says, well, kind of subconsciously even kind of rubbing the right hand side of his head where his eye is missing.
Aye. Oh, hello. Weird. Boundary just decides, I don't want to work no more. It's alright, it's reloading. We're good. We're so back.
Like there's an update or something. Yeah.
Yeah, that was odd. Well, we're back. Carry on, please. Continue. Don't let me stop you.
So I kind of clench my left fist. Joseph clenched his his left fist and is kind of rubbing his two fingers together and says, we may face threats, but we have to face them together.
Right.
But that is a worry for another night, Seamus. Tonight we celebrate, for our bellies are full and we are safe.
As you say that, from across the table, you see Mama Kelloyd raises a glass and goes, "Here, here, well said." There's a few sort of echoing moments as a thunder storm echoes in the distance and lightning flashes against the windows around you. And D'Angelo, one of the former leaders of the community, though really you guys are now, sort of looks out the window and he goes, "We're in for a rough night, my friends. Batten down the hatches. I think everybody can fit in the farmhouse, but it's going to be a bit of a tight squeeze."
Seamus will retire to his room with Sarah.
Mm-hmm. Lightning's gonna flare. As the dark draws in, the celebrations are had. Hinata and Nero will find a corner of the room to sort of tuck into and curl up. Sebastian. David.
Yeah.
Where do you go?
I mean, I'd probably end up chilling with Chrissy, seeing as we're both like the youngest.
Perfect. Sebastian, you're a little later up than everyone else. You don't stress about the time. You were kind of already staying up before the apocalypse. You were already staying up more than you probably should. When you eventually do go to bed, it's normal that the kids have their own room. You know, a little bit of safety, close enough to Mama Kelloyd, where they can be kept safe. But you know, it's by no means you're not on your own, but you have your privacy, essentially, shall we say. As you go up to the room, the lightning crashes outside the window, and you can see sat at that window, head pressed against the glass, shivering in the cold, is Chrissy. On his bed is Cunt the dog, sleeping. But Chrissy himself is wide awake, shivering in the dark. John do?
Alright, Chrissy, come on. Chrissy, talk to me. What's going on?
What do you mean? What's going on? I
You're
ain't...
shaking worse than a leaf in a storm.
I just... Come here. And he sort of taps on the glass of the window. They're out there, Sebastian. They're all out there. Sometimes when the lightning flashes, I can see them.
Hey, we know
People.
they're we're safe in here.
He looks at you and his eyes are just these deep pits. There ain't nowhere safe, Sebastian. Mama Kelloyd will look after us, but there ain't nowhere safe.
Okay, so I'm just gonna make a leadership check to go back to what I said previously to him when Liam was here. Actually, would I have lowered down from 1 stress to 0 prior to the session?
I would allow that, namely because of the good food, as it were.
Yeah, because so can I re-roll that? Because I did have a stress
by all
test.
means, please do.
Okay. Well.
Now, what was it you were looking to do with the...
So I was going to reference back to it's about 4 or 5 sessions ago now. When we were back at the manor, I think I can't remember if it was the first or second time we returned there. Me and Chrissy had a conversation. He was where I said, well, what was around the time we did that, where it was like he has to go on surviving for himself. If he can't trust in himself, trust in me who trusts in him. I can't remember the exacts that I gave at the time. It was along those lines. So I was going to try and go for the leadership to try and be that figure. So
with the
fuck it, we push.
Okay, push it.
Fuck it, we push.
Push.
We got the success.
With the success, Chrissy lets you sit next to him and he sort of puts his head half on your shoulder. I can't get his face out of my head, Sebastian. I see it every time I close my eyes. Every time. Makes me sick.
Whose face?
Who the hell do you think? Dermot.
You know,
It's...
we've faced a lot and lost a lot, Chrissy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of faces it could have been.
Sometimes it's Dermot. Sometimes it's Jenkins. Sometimes it's that lanky one. You know, the thing that found us.
I wasn't there, mate. You've only got your stories. The only thing I know is the blob thing that we spotted, the bear or whatever they wanted to call it.
Sometimes it's the bear. I can't sleep. And he looks exhausted. I can't sleep. It's dark, and in the dark, I can't see them coming in the dark. If I close my eyes, I'm defenseless, and they'll get me. They'll get cunt. They'll get all of us.
Okay, Chrissy, look at me. Just take a deep breath now. In through your nose.
Breathes in a rattling breath.
Now hold it. 2, 3, and a nice slow out. Now, I will take watch tonight, and I'll wake you up when the light is early, and I'll get some rest. I want you to keep on breathing like that. I want you to have your boy next to you. And you need to calm yourself now. Breathe. I'm not going anywhere. You just have to focus on breathing and calming yourself. If push comes to shove, I will sit right. You go to sleep, and I will sit right by you, so that if you do wake up or need to check, I'll be right there next to you. Alright?
That's what worries me. We're all just meat. And meat's starting to rot. I've brought everyone back to Mama Kelloyd thinking it was the right thing to do, but I don't know if it is. Every time we've been back here, more and more people die.
And yet we've got more and more people safer here.
More people, mate. More people just means more people to turn. And there's a flash of lightning that illuminates his face, and he presses his face to the glass. Look in the forest, in the tree line. There's hundreds of them just out there waiting. They're worse at night. He looks you dead in the eyes. They come out at night mostly. Mostly.
Aye, they might come out at night, but we've been building perimeters to stop them. And it's not just you that's worried. We're all worried. That's why we've been building the perimeter. There's more than just you and me to worry about them now.
We can't just... The perimeters maybe for the walkers, but what about the lanky one? You didn't see it, Sebi. It was huge. Like someone had taken a woman and just stretched her till her bones broke. It swiped Jenkins in half.
If there was something that big, we'd see it and we'd hear it.
You don't though. We were in a cabin like this one, and it crawled over us. We had no idea. It could be here right now. It could be on the roof right now, and we wouldn't know. We wouldn't know.
I am going to perform a basic medical check to see if I've got anything like a sleep stimulant or like a sedative for him, essentially to force him to sleep.
It depends how much you're willing to drug this child.
We do an empathy check first.
Yes. You certainly have narcotics, however.
2 successes, 1 failure.
With the failure, you're tempted to drug this child. I'll let you do it. But I will say, also roll me a medicine check.
Yeah. That is one success.
One success. There shouldn't be any adverse side effects to drugging him. You'd be fine,
Chrissy?
right?
Chrissy? Oh. When you just keep an eye out there, I'm just gonna go get a torch for us, okay? I'll go to
Torch?
rummage through my backpack,
Okay.
and then I'll come back over to his neck, and he'll just feel the faintest of a needle on his neck.
Chrissy sort of flinches back away from you. The fuck you doing?
You need sleep. That'll help.
He's sort of looking at you. What is it? What is it?
Said it would be the basic sedative.
What if? Listen, what? We don't know if even dying's what turns you. What if it's just falling asleep, like when your brain's not working? We gotta keep our brains going. If our brains stop, what if just falling asleep's enough to turn us?
If falling asleep would have turned us, we'd have turned long ago.
We don't know that.
Hell,
We don't know that.
nobody would be safe.
I don't. And as he's sort of saying that, you push the needle in, and he sort of. We don't know. You don't know. Make me one more medicine check. All you need is one success, and nothing bad happens.
Oh, hang on.
As you drug the 12-year-old.
I forgot to use my medicine kit, but it's fine.
It's okay. One success. Chrissy looks at you. While I'm sleeping, don't touch my cunt. And he clumps and falls asleep in the window. And the lightning flashes. And there's just this little shot of Chrissy's face. As even as the lightning flashes, his eyes are moving behind his eyelids as he goes straight into REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep. And a tear is rolling down the side of his face that just mixes with the rain on the other side of the window. Are there any other little... Oh, I can say please continue.
Yeah, I will move him to the makeshift bed that we've got and tuck him in and pet for the cunt to come over and lie next to him.
Yeah.
And just go, right, you watch over him now. You keep an eye on him. I'll take watch. And that'll be it. And the sedative that I probably would have used would have been benzodiazepam,
Okay.
which is often used for anxiety and insomnia.
Okay.
Well, so
I am now going to roll one more check. And this one is for Chrissy. This is going to be an endurance check. If he gets no successes, he will become hooked and will have trouble sleeping without it. I will push. He has failed.
well, I've just made a junkie.
Going forwards, Liam, Chrissy will require drugs to help him sleep. And I will add that to the list of issues this child has.
I mean, realistically, he probably needed them anyway.
It's the fact that he has no less than 4 traumas on his character sheet.
I mean,
No
we could have
less
really
than.
just done with getting him melatonin, but we don't have access to that right now.
Christ. Okay. Are there any other interactions we want to have happen during the night?
I've got nothing else at the moment.
No, I don't think there's any extra.
Okay. In that case, the first of your rolls that you made pre-session comes into play. In the middle of the night, there is no immediate disturbance, no shouting or arguing. A walker does make it onto the farm as the defences are unable to defend, but it is dealt with by some of the NPCs, specifically Peggy and D'Angelo are able to handle it. The party awakens the next day to the sound of Mama Keloid working, to the sounds of the farm arising. Snow cascades from the sky. The entire farm is beginning to become crisp, beginning to turn over in the snow, which highlights the first problem, as Mama Keloid would be informing you all. As you gather around the dining room table, Mama Keloid has already addressed the food issue. And while it is good that you have begun to grow things on the farm, the water pump especially is making that difference all the better, you need more food and supplies. So the choice is yours, but someone's got to go on a run because you don't have the time to wait on growing crops. What I've just put up on the screen for you, as he would join the conversation, eating a bagel, is the map that Hinata had drawn up. This is a more detailed map of the surrounding area of Keloid Farm, including Hinata's own notes on people he wanted to avoid, being an introvert. I'm going to add some tokens to the map so you can see who we are talking to. Here's the party. I'll say Chrissy... let's make an endurance check. Does Chrissy wake up? Chrissy's going to be sleeping in. The drugs take some time to wear off. With a heavy heart and a heavy cunt. Chrissy will sleep in. At the table with you are Mama Keloid. Denise Keloid, I should say. Her first name isn't Mama. Marcus. Obviously, Gabe's character is also here, but Gabe himself is not here. Marcus and Unga Bunga Unga Boo. Let's make it Hinata. It's his map. So, here is the map of the surrounding area of Keloid Farm. This is where the old bridge was, specifically where you saw those military soldiers the other day. Up here is the lake area. Oh, sorry, down here is the lake area where you met Hinata. But yeah, I'll say that this map is laid out on the table. I'll let you guys take the conversation away, answer any questions you might have.
Right.
Alright, Chrissy won't be joining us today. I had to give him a sedative last night to try and help him get some sleep. Yeah, he was on the verge of, well, probably had more than one breakdown without us knowing, but he was as close to snapping as I've seen him since, well, ever. I don't think he slept in about 3-4 days at least with how bloodshot his eyes were. So, yeah.
Nice.
Mama Keloid nods. He's a brave lad, that child, but he's still a child. This world ain't built for him.
You did the right thing, Sebastian. Hopefully there shouldn't be many issues. A lot of people take sleeping tablets.
That they do. So,
Anyway. We need to figure out what we're doing about this food situation. We also need to make sure that the water supply doesn't get contaminated again.
I think our best bet with that is to have somebody have a bit of a perimeter around the fence, and then have somebody set up in Hinata's old shed, which wasn't too far from it. At least then, if they get a trigger going, then we'll be a little bit more prepared for dealing with it. Because running a wire all the way to the farm would just be, well, daft. It's too easy to damage.
Mama Kello is sort of... Go on, Pat. No, please, go.
In your case, Hinata would be... Quite well. What can you tell us about the surroundings? Like, is there anything we need to really keep our eye open for?
Is this to Hinata?
This is to Hinata, yeah.
So it is I'm again trying to do a Japanese accent, but he is trying to do an Irish accent. For Alex and Martin, Hinata is a character they met last week. Quickly got along with him. Hinata is basically a wealthy Japanese businessman. You guys have not quite been able to work out what he was yet. Some of you think he's mafia.
Yakuza, definitely Yakuza.
Say again, Pat.
Remember that from school, Yu-Ming is Anamdum.
I'm afraid I don't get that, but I'm glad you guys did. I'm in the dark. What are they planning? The trees are speaking Irish. I don't trust this. I don't like this. Either way, he is basically a wealthy Japanese businessman who moved to Ireland because he is an Erinophile, someone who loves Ireland, the mythology of it, kind of like what Westerners are to Japan, but to Ireland. So the accent I've been trying to do is that of a man born and raised and lived most of his life in Japan, trying to do an Irish accent and not very good at it.
Why do you have to complicate your life so much?
Because I love the character. Hinata is a character you guys rolled up, and I love him for it. But your question to him was specifically on the stuff around where he was, or where specifically? Also, if I disappear randomly, I'll forewarn you, but it's because I'm bursting for a piss.
Around the hunting lodge.
Right, so the hunting lodge is pretty out of the way. That was the idea. You guys ransacked me pretty good when we met up. There's not much there now, though of course we could set it up as a sort of outpost or a home away from home if we needed to. Outside of that, you could go north, where there is just woodland, good for hunting. That's why my lodge is up there. I've spotted smoke from up there twice, north and south of the hunting lodge. And further south, there used to be an irrigation canal and a pump house. I've not been there. And further south than that, there was an orchard that used to be very popular, sort of what's it called? What's it called? Like, you know, like an allotment sort of thing.
Kind of community garden.
Aye, that's the sort of thing. Oi.
Right. There's a few options ahead of us.
I will just say, though, stay clear of this lot. And he taps the centre of the map to the red barn. Mama Kellogg goes, "The Graysons? Is that what they're called? Not very nice."
Seamus will kind of look inquisitively at Kellogg. What can you tell us about him?
Well, the Graysons are always kept to themselves a little bit. They were sort of, I guess, preppers would be the way I describe them. I mean, I was never a popular woman, but the Graysons were less popular than. They were piggers, silage workers, that sort of thing.
Okay. Well, plenty of supplies there. Do you think they'd be friendly enough to maybe share?
Denise looks at you. It depends on who you send. I wouldn't send me, she says, and she sort of gestures. She looks down in... I think the first time you've seen Mama Kelloyd, she looks down in shame.
This definitely gets the Guardies' attention.
How do we know they're still there?
Hinata goes, because they have popped shots at me a few times. One of them, Grant, I think his name is, shouted something chinky and fired a gun at me.
Noted.
Mama Kelloyd goes, my experiences with them have been similar. They don't like, Now, I would, if were we not streaming, say a word here that would get us banned off YouTube. But basically, she expresses that they didn't like having a member of the African-Irish community settling next to them. They are very racist. Very.
Right. I'll keep that in mind. You may find not having neighbours is friendly neighbours is an issue.
Mama Kelloyd nods. It worries me. There was another farming community around. Oh, hello. There was another farming community around. They were black, like me. Not related, just so happens. I haven't heard from them since the start of all this. They had a lot of ongoing grudges with the Graysons. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared that, well, the apocalypse happens and they can see some more vendettas. If you remember ages ago, I showed you guys my documents for Nevermore, and I showed you one of the farming communities, which was a black farming community with the blind grandfather. She's referring to those guys. They were one of the options when you left Kelloyd Farm. You could have run to them.
Right. Possibly a place we best avoid for a while. Something we should scout out anyway before we make any decisions. Food-wise, maybe you try the orchard?
Why not try the woodlands before reaching the orchard, since the woodland is a bit closer?
There's a bit of game there, but unless there's a couple of sheep farmers, flocks on the loose around, there's not really much that's going to be found there, is there?
I guess you have a point, yeah.
Hinata goes, it depends what you're looking for. If you're looking just to straight up hunt and food, the woodland's your best bet. But I do forewarn you, it is dangerous. There are walkers up that way.
Well, any inputs, Father? Question?
You guys okay? Everything... Oh, we've lost Steel. He's in gaming.
Yeah.
I'll drag him back in here. Steel, I've dragged you back in. You were in the gaming chat. We've lost David as well. The Graysons are attacking! The Graysons are attacking!
Seamus, what do you say? What should we do? I feel your idea of the orchard is the best option for us.
While you guys discuss, I'm not trying to skimp out on my DMing duties, but I am bursting through a piss to the point where I'm honestly eyeing up my Warhammer paint pot, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
That's very detailed.
So Seamus is definitely going to be suggesting the orchard. Look, it's good. It's a fine thing bringing down a buck and catching a few conies, but let's be honest here, we need fruit, we need vegetables, we need
But would fruit and vegetables be able to sustain us? All of us.
look, it'll do for now. We're kind of tight on food. It's not going to last much longer.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying we don't hunt, I'm saying we need both.
Would two parties... What about having two parties, one going to the woodlands and one going to the orchard? Too risky?
My biggest worry there would definitely be in if one of the parties gets caught out.
I'm back.
Plus, every hand's needed to get those latrines finished.
So when it comes to splitting the party, I realise I have an insane amount of tokens on the map, or for a second. When it comes to splitting the party, it is doable. Obviously it makes DMing life hell, but we can live with that. However, every NPC is currently allocated to a task. You can take NPCs to send them to go on runs. However, that will mean that those tasks are then completed at a slower rate, so latrines and defences will have time added. But there are role tables for how things like going on runs will work for the NPCs. When it comes to splitting the player party, it is doable. I will not tailor. There's no risk of me changing things because of what you do. However, I will warn you, that's where your roles pre-sessions come in. I have hidden tokens on the map showing where the Graysons are currently, where Runcorn survivors are currently. For example, the ones you saw down by the river, that was one of the roles, the 4 you rolled earlier. I think it was Steel. I can't change, and I won't change, what is happening in the world for you guys. So if you split the party and one of you goes to somewhere and you're ambushed, I will not change that, if that makes sense. So you are running a very high risk, high reward.
Okay.
Which I think is more fun that way. There's.
What does Mama Kellogg recommend us to do? Where to focus ourselves?
Mama Kelloyd sort of looks and goes, I'll be honest with you, I'm a little nervous about the whole thing. Going hunting in the woodlands isn't a terrible idea. But if I'm honest with you, it's that orchard I think that we need. We haven't got enough foods, and what seeds I do have are hardly sown. So if there's anything at the orchard that we can scavenge, I think that's our best bet.
It is settled then. I assume we're all going to the orchard then. And hope that there is lots to take and nothing to leave behind, or no one to leave behind. What says you, Seamus?
Aye. Let's get the orchard.
Okay, looking towards the orchard then. Okay. Is there anyone, who would you like to take with you, if anyone?
I think Seamus wouldn't take anyone. he'd be wanting everyone to stay in their positions, but I don't know if anyone else wants to bring an NPC.
It's up to you guys. I can have Hinata join you, just to have an NPC influence if needed. If you press J, by the way, you will see under known survivor communities in the lore, you will see the backstory to the Graysons.
Yeah, I don't think of any survivors that pop out that.
Yeah, well, it can just be you guys then. That's no stress. That is no stress at all. So, going into the inventory of Keloid Farm, is there anything anyone wants to take? There's rations of food, there's toolboxes, stuff like that. Or you can just take your own gear and run hot, as it were.
I think Seamus is going to be optimistic. He's not going to grab any rations of food.
Okay.
He's fairly full from the dinner last night.
Sebastian, everyone else?
I don't think Dave's back yet. He's dealing with the little man.
Yep. No stress. I'll assume David is. We can always ask David later if needed. What about you two, Alex and Martin? Have you got anyone?
The way I am.
I'm just gonna take my shovel with me.
And I'm just going to my sledgehammer.
Okay, you guys are just running it raw.
I do have things as well. What do you call it? I'll find the name. What is it? Basic medical gear as well, so just in case.
Okay. Okie dokie, gear up. Oh, Liam, by the way, is going to pop off. And sends his love to everyone. Okay.
Thank you, Leo.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye, Chucky. Let's just fix this little map. Cool. In that case, as the sun, at about 10 a.m. in the morning, as the sun begins to burn down over all of you, right, with the snow hitting your skin, you're wrapped in freezing cold layers. It is starting to get frickin' icy out here at 0 degrees centigrade. I do need everyone to make me a scout check, an endurance check, please.
Scout and endurance, or just endure?
Endure for now.
Success for Seamus. And just would the lads have lost their stress from sleeping and interactions?
Yes, everyone should be at stress 0.
No success.
No success for me either.
Okay. Everyone.
Endurance of 4. Jesus.
Anybody who failed the endurance check, and I will roll for. Are you going to take Hinata with you? You don't have to. I'm just asking. Why is my mouse being so difficult?
I think Hinata would possibly be on the farm trying to, like, not kind of ingratiate himself with Mama Keloid. If I remember right, he found her very attractive.
Oh, Hinata was very keen on Mama Keloid, yes. I mean, who isn't? Let's face it, Mama Keloid can get it.
The first thing I did as Nicholas was that, so.
The apocalypse has, been good for Mama. Yeah, I'll just roll an endurance for those two. Okay. So I'm just fixing the Graysons in the background. Anyone who failed the endurance, we have some skulls. I will make a note of that. Anyone who failed the endurance, yep.
Those skulls, the lads shouldn't have had stress die there.
That's fine then. In that case, just leave it, because anyone who fails, sorry, so much going on behind the scenes. Anyone who fails gets a point of stress because of the cold weather. It sucks. That's what's going on here. As you guys break out into the forest, first choice I need you guys to make is, as you leave the farm, the fences are we have this lovely scene of you crunching through the snow and the survivors wave to you as you go. And as you reach the border of the farm, you find leaning against the post that they're when people hammer stakes into the ground, they have the big kong, kong, they've got a tool. Leaning against that out of sheer exhaustion, even though it's only midday, D'Angelo and Peggy wave you off. As D'Angelo goes, "Thought I'd ask, which way do you intend to go, by the paths or through the woodlands?"
I think we'll take the woodlands. We might come across a bit of game that way.
Alright, I suppose we might. And Peggy regards you for a moment before saying, "Are we sure that's wise? Woodlands are full of walkers."
We're not sure who we're going to meet on the pathways. In the woodlands, we can make sure that we stay out of sight. We shouldn't attract attention.
Alright. Well, best of luck to you all. And Peggy smiles. I wish you all the best. And, stick together. And, yeah, don't die. We'll get these fences up by the time you're back, okay? Hopefully. There's enough of us now. We should be alright.
May your fate be with you.
Aye, and may the force be with you too. I think. Wait, hang on.
With the fate.
And she gives you a grin. What'd I do for a fucking lightsaber right now? Hey! No one. Have none of you watched Star Wars? I'm surrounded by Egypts.
I think I'm a bit too old for that one.
And you see D'Angelo looks at her and goes, "Peggy, I am your..." And she's, "Shut up, D'Angelo." Alright, well, like I said, best of luck to you all. Take care now. Okay, so you're gonna take it through the woodlands, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That changes things a little bit.
I think that's what Bob wanted to hear.
It depends on the encounter. There's encounters either way. In fact, it's interesting. Who is going this way? It's all of you guys, but you're not taking Chrissy.
Yeah.
So what's interesting to me, at least, is none of you in character will recognise the map we're about to go to. Even though, as players, some of us have already been here. Now, I would like you all to make stealth checks as you go through the what's it called? Forests. That's the word I'm looking for. Christ.
Success.
Okay.
I'll take it. That is not Jameson's strong suit.
Come on, Joseph.
Okay. Okay. All successes. As you slip through the forest, walkers are everywhere. They surround the farm on all sides, but they are currently disinterested in it. They seem to be unaware of the horrors, or at least of the survivors on their doorstep, whatever that is, ignore it. Oh, that's your stealth. Okay, I thought I pressed the wrong button. But as you push through the forests and the tree line, you see in the distance, and you sort of pause for a moment, as you see above the top of the tree line, you would see what appears to be smoke ahead of you.
What's that over there? Where's it coming from?
Bugga bugga, lads. And Seamus is going to try and see if he can see anything, like through the leaves.
Make a scout check for me.
Three successes.
Okay. 3 successes. You slip forwards through the trees and hunker down, and you can see what appears to be an old tenting site. You know, sort of people going out into the wild and camping, an old campsite. And there are still some tents set up, but in the centre of the campsite, there is a dimly lit, just the embers still glowing, campfire.
What do you see, Seamus?
Looks like an abandoned campsite, lads. Did I see any sign of a tent in use or anything like that?
Yes. Make a survival check.
One success.
Okay. On 1 success, yeah, the tent looks recently used, and more importantly, like I said, the actual campfire is still has embers in it, so it would seem that it is recently in use.
Are there any tracks?
That's going to be another scouting check. I'm going to need at least 3 successes because you are at a distance.
Yes!
Okay. There are
Oh, the
enough.
one-eyed man!
The one-armed bandit strikes again.
One-eyed. One-eyed.
You breathe deep and you watch, and yes, you can see that there are tracks coming to and from this campsite.
Which ones are tracks?
That's impossible to say with the snow.
Okay. Seamus will relay all this back to the others.
I think we should get closer, guys.
Right, we take those tents, that'll be... Well, like, it's extra fabric, and we can maybe make a tarp.
We should be careful moving. The site does
Keep an
look
eye
like
out.
the site looks like it could have been used recently.
Aye.
Okay. Make stealth checks for me.
All of us?
All of you.
I hate this. Oh no. Why am I feeling looking? Oh, damn it.
I will push.
Okay.
So will I.
I can't push. Oh no.
Success.
Go, go.
So if you're pushing,
I pressed it. Didn't I?
it might have. You might have pressed it when I pressed mine and it moved it.
How do I push it then?
You just click the push button, but if you want, I can do it for you to save confusion.
Yes, please.
No stress. Let's have a pooch here. So, you move forwards. Do. Oh shit, this is... Okay, hang on. Let me check the dice rolls before the session. Who's moving here? Who is here? Haven Chit Chat. Okay, we had the 4. That was that. Ah. Okay. Can one of you, and I don't mind who, but can one of you roll me a d6? So what you've rolled is that there is something here. I need to know if it's Runcorn, if it's military, if it's an other survivors you don't know about, if it's Grayson's, or if it's something else. So I need a d6 followed by a d12.
I'll do the d6 then, and someone else can do the d12. So 6 on the d6.
Okay. Okay.
Go on, you do it.
That's a walker.
That doesn't sound good.
Okay, 1 to 4. Okay. I will remove Chrissy from the map for obvious reasons. With your stealth checks, you move forwards, and Liam and people might recognise this campsite, as with Pat, but you guys don't. All you see is an abandoned campsite with a farm and with a tents surrounding it. Doesn't appear to have any particular issues. It is up to you what you do next. As far as you can tell, there are walkers nearby, but seemingly they are not interested in you. At the very least, they haven't noticed you. What would you like to do?
I want to check out the tent.
Okay.
Here.
Seamus is going to go to the smaller tents, and he's going to, like, see if there's any easy way of folding them down. Disassembling them.
Scout checks for Father Joseph and Seamus. Nicholas, what are you doing?
Nicholas is checking the third tent.
The third tent. Scout check for you also then.
Yeah.
So, with the successful scout checks, I will say, new area. I want everyone to get +1 stress, please. Just hashtag new area vibes.
Success.
You would find, through the tents, you know what, let's use our Walking Dead roll tables for this. Scavenging, here we go. Right, for Father Joseph, let's roll a result for the scavenging. You're able to find a toy soldier that's been, like, in there, played with maybe by a child.
Sorry, Bob. Quick question: do we add the stress ourselves, or do you add?
Yeah,
them
on your character
in-
sheets. Yeah, you would add it for me, please, if that's okay.
Do we do that?
It's an option
Oh,
on your
just as
character
the
sheet.
post, is it? Yeah.
Exactly, that's the one. Yeah.
No, okay, great.
So you would find in that first tent. Oh, I can make this so much darker because that is something that happened recently. In this first tent, Father Joseph, You back away initially because the stench of blood fills your nostrils. Rancid meat. And sort of like that smell you get in a slaughterhouse. You can go and look inside if you wish. What do you want to do?
Oh my god, I'm talking to myself. My god. Sorry.
Well, while you decide, we'll roll for Nicholas and Seamus. See what they find as well. Seamus finds a photo album. We won't do a former president, but I know exactly who you'll see. And Nicholas finds a pack of candles. So, before we come to Isaac, in the tents you find various items and belongings. Specifically, you would find medical kits, sterilizers, things like that. Weird things. And Nicholas, in the tent that you go into, you find essentially a large pair of what can only be described as pliers. Anyone who wants to, this is sort of in a time freeze before we go back over to Father Joseph, by the way. Anyone who wants to can make me I think it's a tech check to recognize it.
I'll do it. Tech, where's tech gone? Here it is. Two successes.
2 successes. What you can see are a pair of forceps which have been barely lubricated.
Okay.
Heavy metal pincers, essentially. You also find in the tent a series of bloody sort of loops of wire, essentially. What do you want to do, team? Nothing good ever happens at this campsite.
So I want to open my tent.
Yeah, I'm doing all of this while the father is about to get to his tent because I want to sort of foreshadow and preamble stuff.
Uh,
But yes, we will come to you. Don't you worry.
is there anything else in the tents?
Make a scout check for me. How?
3 successes.
Ooh, that's so close to the successes needed. I'll reward it. I'll reward it in the sense of I'll give you a half answer. In the corner of your eye, Seamus, you see something move in the tree line. And with that, I want you to make a survival check. I love how fucking tense this system gets.
1 success.
1 success. The tree line is incredibly dark. To the point where the trees have become so overgrown they are blotting out the light from the sun. To go further is to risk extreme danger. Just to be honest with you. Now, I will say, I don't know if David is here. Are you there, David? David, character, has a little bit of medical understanding. But the two things you do find, Seamus, you found a photo album. And I'll put her token on the map rather than mess around with it. You find a photo of this woman. Seemingly smiling. Stood in front of a large wheat field with sort of pigs at her feet. There's no message attached to the photo, just a eerie, creepy smile. That's what you see on the photo. Now, for Nicholas, I'm going to have Sebastian make a medicine check. On 2 successes, Sebastian looks over to the situation and just goes, all these tools, they're used on a farm for delivering animals, I think. Like piglets.
Do you think they're doing something with the animals here?
He gives you a look. I don't know. And that's when we'll cut back to Father Joseph. Did you say you were going into the tent?
Yes, but before I open the tent, I say under my breath, I am witness, I am judge of my own heart, I am keeper of my own faith.
You say these words and somewhere the devil laughs as you pull the curtain, the entrance to the tent aside. Inside is a partially dismantled rocking chair with leather straps on the leg pieces and the armrests. It has been changed so that essentially where the footrests would be are at an angle that would force the legs to be opened. And the entire scene is covered in blood.
My God. Do I see anything else in the tent?
Scout check, 3 successes. Because it's hard to spot.
Okay.
You can push if you wish, and any additional successes will count.
Okay, I'll try one. Oh no.
4 successes. There's a moment as bile rises in your throat. You puke in your mouth at the wretched smell. But worse than that, coiled at the foot of the armchair is a soggy red umbilical cord. On the one skull, you and you alone, Father Joseph, see a shadow pass by the back of your tent.
I just kind of sit quietly inside. I don't move.
Okay. You don't move. I would like a stealth check from you, please. Would you like to push?
I don't like the way you say it.
That's half the fun. It appears to be empty. Stone of voice.
Okay, I'll give it a go for the fun of it.
Okay.
Oh no.
3 successes. You hunker down. You, as the red around you, you sicken your mouth. Much worse, but then you see that shape on the other side and you think Walker, but then you listen. There's no moaning, there's no groaning. and a voice whispers to you from the other side of the tent. Please, are you there? Hello?
I'm actually freaked out. I am running out.
Okay.
I am running out.
As you run, you hear that voice go, please, please. But that's all you hear.
I run to the others and I start shouting, help, help.
You're shouting. I mean, makes sense. No, it's in character. I'm not even going to let you retcon it. You're shouting. I want everyone to make stealth checks. You need at least 2 successes, or the threat level's going up as walkers hear the shouting. And that's not to punish what you do. You're doing something in character. That's perfect. I'm just, keeping the tension going.
I got 2 successes.
I got
No one's in chat going, the new guys are learning the campaign. Welcome to Tattletales. I told you, I don't do consent checklists. Shit gets dark here, boys. This is horror. That's the point.
Seamus were like, shh. Father, what?
There's somebody
Quiet down.
there. There's somebody behind the tent I
What did you
was in.
see, Father? What did you hear? What did you see?
There is somebody there. What I
Somebody
saw.
or something.
I start vomiting. I just stand there. I start vomiting just on the thought of
Yeah,
what I saw
fair.
and the blood.
Hurling up onto the ground, you feel that taste in the bar and you can't get the image out of your head. The blood, the staining, the rocking chair and the umbilical cord. And as you run out and you're sick on the ground, your body shakes as you see the slightly rusty, poorly lubricated forceps in the hands of Nicholas. And I think you will start to put 2 and 2 together.
And in putting 2 and 2 together, Seamus is like, he is making his way to the back of this tent.
Okay. You make your
Because
way...
in his head, this is either someone who needs a lot of help or someone who needs to be stopped.
Okay, make a scout check.
One success.
1 success. There's a moment and you swear you see something dart behind a tree. Impossible to tell. Might be a kid. But there is definitely someone just behind this tree.
Seamus will kind of looking back at the others, kind of give like a hand signal, like pointing to the tree, using his right arm, so it's like hidden behind the tent a little bit. Hello? Yeah, he's not shouting, but he's in a calm voice.
Hello?
Sergeant Seamus O'Callaghan. Are you there?
Dada?
Nicholas gets closer to Seamus as well.
Help?
Not from behind the tree.
Can't. Seen. Help.
It's okay, I'm here.
Cold.
I'll kind of share a look with Nicholas. Watch my back.
I got you, don't worry.
And Seamus will make his way to the tree.
Oh, you are over by 1. I have a line on the map. I need you to make... mobility check, please. And I need you to do it with... what's the strength of this thing? 4. I need you to do it with -4 dice. You've crossed it. You've crossed the line. Not you, literally. Like, you've crossed a line, as in I've got a line on the map that this thing can reach.
Oh fuck, I'm pushing.
You want to push?
Shit! Shouldn't have pushed.
Okay. You all... Can you please place yourselves on the map, not you, Seamus? Like, put yourselves where you would be. Sebastian, of course, would be there, like, seeing what's happening, all that sort of thing.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna be behind. I'm still like catching up my bread and like in panic.
Yeah,
I was
100%.
behind Seamus just before the tree, so I assume I would be there, yeah.
Yep, sounds good, sounds good. There's a moment. Seamus, what was it you said? You stepped forward saying it's gonna be okay, yeah? Well, I'm police, I believe it was.
Yeah, Sergeant Seamus O'Callaghan. Everything's going to be alright.
Seamus is pulled behind the tree as a hand about half the size of him. So we're talking, if he's 2 meters tall, a hand 1 meter in length, with nails about the size of 30 centimeters, pulls out from around the tree, grabs him round the legs, and pulls him into the darkness where the sun does not shine. Seamus, you scream as looking down at you is a wretched, tall creature, and you all stamp aback as the tree bends and you realise there is no fucking tree. As the lank looms around the corner and giggles. And it's going to go into the forest, dragging Seamus behind it.
I have my knife. I'm stabbing this hand.
Alright, go for it. What's everyone doing? This is an introduction to the lank for the new players.
I'm just screaming, no! Shit.
I'm running after Seamus with a sledgehammer in hand, trying to hit whatever it got his hand or whatever.
This is the lank. This is one of the variant walkers. We're into a little bit of a lore thing here. The last time the party met the lank, it killed David's character. It ripped the janitor in half. It's got a new artwork, guys.
Honestly, it's crazy, wow.
I thought this thing couldn't see us unless we moved.
Why do you think it brought you towards it?
Yeah.
It's a mimic, remember? There you go, I've sent it in the Haven chit chat. I would also say, very quickly for the players with a little bit of the lore stuff, because I do like it when I write a bit of lore, I think you've put a few things together. This is a place where this thing was born. It is a stretched walker variant. Stretched as if gripped by the head and pulled until its body contorted and broke. You look at those forceps, you look at this creature, and I think you all realise in a heartbeat in this moment, you're in its lair. This is home for the lank. This is where it hunts from. Right, Seamus, knife, you messed up. I'm not going to roll a walker attack. I'm just going to attack you with the lank as it scurries away with you.
Wait, before you do that, can I hit him? Can I try hitting him with the sledgehammer?
Not yet. This is as he gets pulled by the legs into the tree line. He screams, turns, slams the knife into the lank's arm. That's what this represents. Then everyone else can come in, and if you wish, we can go into initiative.
Yeah, I try hitting him with the sledgehammer.
That is going to be 4 points of damage, David. Oh no, to hit you. Sorry. Yes. Hang on. I'm being dumb. Why am I being dumb? Yes, that is 4 points of damage.
I am shunting that to my body armor.
Okay, do it.
And I am pushing that to get.
Okay, you push.
Yes.
With the 2 successes, so that's just 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
You reduce 2 points of damage because you reduce it by the amount done, so 2 points to you. Yep, you go down. You screech in pain as the lank drags you. Your head cracks against an actual tree, and it hoists you into the air about 2.5 meters, and its jaw breaks at the hinges like a snake trying to envelop a caribou and getting too big for its own mouth. The lank's throat opens like a fucking goldfish. You look into the abyss of its slick, slimy throat as it... And then it mimics again on pure instinct. Run, kids! Get to the school bus! And its mouth moves to envelop your head. Everyone can now take an action.
Nicholas tries to hit it with the sledgehammer.
Okay. Yeah, the only person who could have recognised this was Liam and Sebastian, and neither are here.
No, I wouldn't have. Sebastian would have recognised it. I've only just come back. Sebastian would have recognised it just from what Liam said, but I wouldn't have recognised it straight away.
No, 100%. You didn't know too much about the mimicking. Yeah, also, I love this artwork coming out from behind the tree.
I will.
Success, I guess.
Yeah. I'll make a dash over and try and stab it with my spear.
Go for it, move in.
As I'm getting over my...
another knife attack.
I'm also
Yeah,
coming
everyone
in.
can make an action. Everyone's swarming it. Alright. Brave motherfuckers.
I do it for close combat, is it?
Use the weapon. You can actually click on the weapon if you have it.
Oh,
if
right.
not...
Oh, yeah. I have the shovel, I have the shovel.
You bastard thing.
Do you wish to push?
Naturally.
Oh.
Still nothing.
Okay, and 2 successes from the... I love it. Father Joseph with the shovel. The tactical spade.
Damage total.
Okay, as this happens, narratively going into it, Sledgehammer 2. Oh my lord, guys. The lank twists. Please don't kill me, I'm too young. Please, Daddy. And it's screaming all of its victims' final words as it twists. Threat level is going up to 3 as the walkers begin to come in from around you, and the lank swings Seamus O'Callaghan like a club and slams him into Nicholas, and the two of you are sent skidding across the ground. I want both of you to take 1 point of damage. That is to represent the 3 skulls the pair of you have rolled. Threat level plus skulls. Damage with the shovel and from the knife is 1 and 2 respectively, and that will bring its health down. The way variants work is they have health pools, and then when their health hits 0 you can attempt to execute. Think like a Final Fantasy boss fight.
Stupid question, sorry. Do I just go change it down to bruised, is it?
That's exactly it, yeah. No one has special amounts of health. It's healthy, battered, bruised, broken.
I am broken.
You are indeed.
I think that's a critical injury then.
Can I try healing Seamus with my mod? Okay.
You can in your turn. We'll go into combat. Is it a critical? Yes, it is. Okay. I would like you to blind DM roll me a critical injury.
How do I do that?
Oh, it's alright. I'll do it then. It's one of the roll tables. Oh, I'll give you access to the roll table. Why not? That'd be fun. Just put it on a macro for you. Configure ownership. Everybody observer. Now you should, if you look under roll tables, you should see critical injuries. Just blind DM roller. I want to see what we do here. Let's get some combat music going.
Right.
Okay, now hopefully you can't see that.
Yeah,
We don't see the outcome, we just see the 2 numbers.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have anything to avoid death?
Oh, actually, that was damage. 1 second. I can shunt it onto my body armor, can't I?
Yes, you can. If you get 2 successes, if you get...
Sorry, I should be unbattered.
Yes, so if you get 2 successes, you'll still be broken, but we'll ignore the critical, because right now you've been disemboweled, which means insta-death.
Okay, I rolled that privately.
Okay, no, that's fine. Okay, the lank throws Callahan, slamming into Nicholas. The two of you skid across the ground. There is a sickening crunch of bones against bones. You are both prone, and you, Seamus, are broken, but you are not dead. The lank twists and hisses at you. Please, I want my dad! And we are going into initiative. Oh, why are there multiple people in initiative here? Hang on. Let me just end beginning counter, end encounter, exit, begin encounter again. There we go. Alright, up first, Sebastian, what are we doing?
Shit. Well, shit. Oh.
It looms down over you, the darkness sort of accentuating its silhouette. Please, please, kill me, kill me!
I'm going to go for an attack. And yeah, just... Make sure it's targeting it. There we go. Lord, don't fail me now. 2 successes and failure.
Okay. One second. 2 success and a failure, but also a skull. So you step forward, swinging the spear up at the lank. It stabs into its arm and it reels back. Just get the car started! Get the car started! And it steps back, but as it does, you overextend, and lumbering out from behind a tree, a regular walker grapples onto you. You're going to want to avoid that.
Make a close combat check.
Alright, make a close combat to avoid it.
Oh, you bitch.
Fuck.
1 skull.
1 skull. And no successes. Sebastian, you embed your spear into the lank, and as you do, you try to stab it in. But as they do, the lank looms down at you, and it whispers to you, "Run," in the voice of Old Man Jenkins. "Run, Sebastian! Get the kid out!" And its nails, 30 centimeters long, punch into your stomach and out your back. You blood out of your mouth, down your chin, onto your neck. You feel no pain, David. Only cold. Your spinal column has been severed.
Christ, you're...
Your heart has been punctured. The lank almost caringly lifts you on its nails to its face. Its thumbnail, a little shorter than the rest, you notice as your eyes begin to dim, caresses across your face. You have your final moments, David, as Sebastian.
And I make an attack of opportunity.
I will allow that. Two successes, that'll drop it down by 2. Oh, what the fuck? Oh. Fucking Foundry decided to open up my HEMA tab for some reason. Weird. There we go. Oh my god, it thinks I'm Streamer Steve. You, with 2 successes, you bring it down to 2 health. Just so you know. You stab at it, you break the shaft of your spear, but your arms are so heavy. And realizing that you are dead, realizing that your body is shutting down, you heft the broken haft of your spear And I think cinematically we flash back as you raise the haft of the spear. We flash back to Jenkins raising the haft of his mop. Same creature, same player. And as you do, Sebastian, you stab the haft of the spear into the side of the Lank's face as its teeth crunch into the top of your head. And like popping a zit, Sebastian's head bursts, and his vitae drenches Father Joseph beneath him. Needless to say, I'm sorry, David, but
Oh, it's fine. Shit happens.
them's the rolls.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Shit happens.
Other language. You're a man of God.
Honestly, I feel like just running it. Fuck everybody. I feel like legging it.
Take a moment, I'm just going to quickly sort something. Take a moment.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that happens
take a
real
minute.
fast.
Oh my god.
You had to go look at what that sound was, didn't you? You just had to go look.
Honestly, when he said there was something behind it, then I had like shivers going down my back. I was like, fuck that. Oh my god.
Sorry, guys.
You didn't have to follow the old.
I'm sorry, David, man.
No, that's fine. How The Walking Dead goes.
It is how it goes. That brings us.
Just remember, you loot a body.
That brings us to Seamus O'Callaghan.
I'm broken on the ground. I'm crawling. That's the only thing I can do.
Okay, crawl away.
But I'm going to crawl towards the campsite. Because I did see medical supplies.
You did see medical.
I'm trying to crawl to a. I don't know how far I can go on this turn.
Not far. It's zone based, so I'll allow you to get to there. I will say you are broken, but we're going to play it a little loosey goosey. Roll me a survival check. Give yourself 1 health before you do, because it won't work otherwise.
Up to 1, survival, and back down to 0. Oh, fuck.
Don't stress about the skull. This is to notice other things. On the success of on that, you would notice. Wait, why is that not working? Oh, like that. That's why. You would notice that the walkers, while the regular infected are breaching the campsite, what is the main thing you have learned about these variants? Anyone?
They don't like fire. Light.
They don't like light. And I have been drawing attention to the fact that the tree line is so dense it is blocking out the natural sunlight. But here, in the centre of the clearing, I've just given you an AoE here. This is where the natural sunlight is. The Lank cannot come within that zone. The variants only can exist in the dark. Just some information that is worth knowing. That's your turn, Seamus. Father Joseph, we are over to you.
Wait a minute, does my character know that, or is that just for like me as a reference?
You haven't encountered any variants yet. I don't think you do know that.
Yeah.
This is the first variant you've encountered.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say.
Yep. God damn it.
I mean, you can maybe figure it out with a check of some description.
No, that's okay. That's okay. So I just saw Sebastian die.
You can
I
still
just
see it
watched
happening.
My fight or flight takes over, and I am going for the flight. I'm running away.
Okay.
It like directly straight, just like
right.
you know.
Roll me a mobility check.
Panic. Mobility. Okay.
This is the Walking Dead. Oh man, I love this system. It's so brutal.
Oh
I
god.
hope it grabs you.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
on one skull. You turn to run away, but there's a crack and you as you wince in pain, you twist on a tree root, and as you turn, the lank twists its head, the neck breaking to look at you, and it slowly raises its hand, and it lets it lets Sebastian's body slip down its nails with an awful squelching before it hits the ground, and purely scuttling on its long nails, the lank lowers its head to the ground, its jaw still distended like a snake's, its tongue lolls out, and it drags its tongue along the ground as it moves towards you, and you hear it whimpering as it goes, Dada! 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 As it gets closer to you. For the one skull, I'm going to give it a move to get into combat close range with you.
Okay.
That's your turn.
Oh,
That's your turn.
it?
So in an initiative like this, you choose movement, combat, ranged. I'll send it in the chat sometime, but basically then there's an order to things that happen. When it comes to only fighting zombies, it's very much sort of rule of cool narrative. But in this case, because of the skull, I am enforcing that that's your turn. Which does bring us to the lank. The lank is going to completely straddle Father Joseph, legs on either side of him, nails sort of encage you, and its tongue slaps against the side of your face. As it doesn't even pin you, it just moves to envelop your head entirely. This is going to be an opposed roll. It's going to make a mobility. You're going to make any roll of your choice, and you need to beat its successes. Which means you need one success. Actually, I am going to push. It's only fair. One success is all you need.
Go on.
Anything I want.
On anything you want, as long as it narratively fits.
Okay, close combat, I guess.
Alright, go for it.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Okay, 2 successes. The lank's jaw goes to envelop you, and there's a moment as darkness takes you. Membranous darkness. And then as the light comes through, you are surrounded by red as saliva and vomit and Sebastian's gore slaps and drips onto your face and chest. And you reach up and grab the dangly bit at the back of its throat and rip it off. The lank screeches and kicks you away. On the one skull, I'm going to have you take 1 point of damage. Oh, did you say Jesus take the wheel? Are you, which I should stress, are you using your drive? Gives you an extra 2 dice. Once per session, you may use your drive.
I wasn't actually particularly, but if I can, I guess.
Just know that you can do it.
Okay.
Okay. You get kicked to the side. The lank hisses, blood frothing at its mouth as it rears back up to its height, and it goes to follow you, but it staggers, the light from the sun hitting its eyes as it slinks back into the shadow. Alright, that'll bring us to Big Man Nick.
Well, I guess I can't attack, right?
You can charge it if you want. Combats like this are narrative focused, in the sense of combat in The Walking Dead is done by zone anyway. You are currently considered in the same zone, so you could attack, but that does mean going into close combat with it.
Yes, go on, why not?
Okay.
Close combat. I roll a close combat, yeah?
Yeah. So standing up, the huge form of Nicholas runs up to the lank, swings the sledgehammer, and with 2 successes, you crack into its knee. The knee buckles, and with the sound of... Have any of you ever actually heard a tree fall? It's
I have
weird.
actually.
It is this crack and then like the snapping of the branches. In this instance, there is just this snap like a gunshot that echoes around the room as the knee of the lank that's about eye level with you, Dave, with you, Nicholas. You break it with the sledgehammer. That's 3 damage plus 1, 4. Okay, I'm not going to tell you what health it's on, but the knee buckles in and it turns and looks at you. Why? No, please. Alright, that's going to bring us to the top of initiative. Sebastian is currently at the pearly gates trying to bargain his way in. That brings us to Seamus.
Yeah, I'm going crawling to the tent where I saw the medical supplies.
Okay, that's all you can do. I will say, thankfully, and whether this is a plus or not for David, I did describe Sebastian's head as being popped by the lank. Sebastian at least isn't going to turn. So that's a plus.
No more Grandad Morius situation.
No, and no Dermot, turning situation. That brings us to Father Joseph.
Okay, so in a moment of adrenaline and seeing Nicholas charge it, I also charge it now.
Okay, go for it.
And I want to hit it with my shovel.
Okay. Yeesh. Okay, go for it. The skull, man, the skull.
Poor Joseph.
Okay. With 2 successes, the lank scatters back and falls on its back. Its legs broken. You guys have reduced it to 0 hit points. All it will take is in one of your turns, go for the head. Because it's still a zombie, it's still a walker, it requires a headshot to kill. However, Father Joseph, you did roll a skull, which means that if you could describe how you knock the lank prone for me, and then I'll narratively weave something in.
Sorry, just one sec. Bob, just so I'm clear, what like obviously the skull is a bad thing, but how does that work, if you know what I mean?
So walkers in The Walking Dead, you can only kill them by destroying the brain. So anytime you kill a zombie, it's with a headshot, it's with a stake through the eye, whatever it is. The lank is no different, being a variant walker.
No, not that. I mean when you roll the die and you get a skull.
Oh, right, so that's your stress die. So stress die accumulate as you do things, and as you see... Oh, everyone should have had one when people get broken and killed, but for now we'll leave it. Basically, stress die are... They 6s can give you more successes, but if you roll any skull on a stress die, you can resolve what's called a walker attack, which is essentially zombie comes out of nowhere so long as the threat level is higher than 0, and something goes horribly wrong. Or, as the DM, I can have the threat level go higher, or I can have you run out of ammo, or you slip and fall.
Right, okay.
It's DM's discretion as to what happens, but then there's a roll table appropriately. So, for example, here, it doesn't mean you auto-fail, it just means you succeed while something goes wrong. So here, Joseph has 2 successes, which has knocked the lank prone and brought it to 0 hit points, but having rolled the skull, as he's done that, I'm going to roll a walker attack. I just wanted to see... if you could describe how you knock the lank prone, I'll then roll the walker attack, and we'll see how that goes.
Okay. Thanks.
No, that's all good. That's what we call the escalation of this system. You can go from 0 stress to very high stress, and everything just starts escalating and going crazy and mental. It's very similar if you guys are interested in the Dead Space one-shot and hopefully campaign that I'll be running, made by the same chaps, except when you roll skulls on your adrenaline there, your character panics instead, and it's things like run for cover, red mist, you attack everyone around you, stuff like that. It just takes the control slightly out of the player hand and out of the DM's hand, and just makes it narrative. So shit goes wrong, basically. You're not heroes, shall I say. Sorry, long-winded explanation. My apologies. So, how, you knocked the Lank prone. How so?
Okay, so so while it's trying to like get away, I hit it on the other knee. So with my shovel, I kind of just grab the shovel at the very end, and I go for a big swing to the knee. And before I swing, I say to myself, "Fate cannot come from heaven; it must come from me." And I just hit it on the knee. And while I do that, I guess I fall over or something.
Yeah, that's fine. As you do that, sorry, just replying to messages. As you do that, you swing it, the Lank skids to the ground, its head cracks to the side, and its neck twists all the way round to look at you. Its body flails as neurons spark. The wildfire virus mutated in its brain, trying to regain control over its meat suit. But as that happens, Father Joseph, clammy, wet hands grip you, rolling the walker attack. You may now choose to avoid this attack by any skill check of your choice. The escalation, of course, is the chance that you roll more skulls. That's the Walking Dead escalation. If you don't choose to ignore it, though, you're going to need to amputate your leg.
Oh, chat, I'm going for it. I'm going for it.
Can we get an F? So, 3 successes. The walker comes up behind you. You twist, get its head in a headlock, and you rip. You see the spine break out of the walker's back, punching the air with vertebrae. You push it to the side, but another walker grabs onto you, sinking its teeth into it. Now, here's an interesting one. It's grabbed you by the head as it goes to sink its teeth into your face. You can just choose to take the point of damage. There's no bite here, but you take 1 point of damage and the escalation stops. Or you can choose to try and avoid it and run the risk.
No, I take the point of damage.
Take the point of damage. Go down to battered.
Okay.
The walker grabs you, its teeth slash at your face. For a moment, you're about to get the fucking Voldemort nose job, but in the last possible second, you ram your shovel into its face, barreling it to the ground, and as if you're digging your own grave, you slam your foot onto the shovel, and you bisect its head from the jaw up. Breathing heavily, you turn. The Lank is still spasming on the ground. Why? Please, let me die. It's its turn. The Lank is going to make a mobility check.
Isn't it dead?
No, you haven't destroyed the brain. That's what makes variants so dangerous. It's going to make a mobility check, but for being broken and the fact that you've snapped its fucking knees, I am going to reduce its dice by 2, 1 for each knee. On a success, it will flee the combat and escape. On a failure, I will allow both of you to make out-of-combat actions to try and execute it, which will be huge. It will be the first variant kill, essentially, in the campaign, outside of Dermot going out like a fucking champion against the rat. I'm going to roll it, but I'm going to roll it blind, and then I'll reveal it. Sound good?
Go for it.
Okay.
I'm going to push. It begins to stagger to its feet. Its legs twist as its head shudders and shakes. I would like you both to make a check of your choice. You need a total of 4 successes to win.
Okay, close combat. Oh no.
Oh no.
Can you push it? Dude, push it if you can push it.
I
think you hit the wrong thing.
Push.
With strength
You did
instead of
strength.
close combat, you did-
Yeah, roll close
Okay,
combat again. Yeah, you're
Sorry.
quite right. That's good spot, Pat.
Sorry, my bad.
And don't forget, instead of close combat, you can choose to roll the weapon. Sometimes weapons give modifiers, which can be very helpful.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yes.
Okay, one second.
So, for example, a gun gives you a +2. There's no bonus to a sledgehammer, amusingly. There is, however, a +1 to the guitar butt that you have, Father Joseph. If you want to smack bitches with a guitar.
Can I roll like? I don't think I brought that with me though, did I?
I just assume it's on your back, it's on your inventory.
I got 2. What
And
did Roger?
push.
Okay, so
For the
pausing for now. You are quite right, Pat. We're not going to re-roll the close combat from Father Joseph. For the sake of these dice rolls are important. Currently, you have 2 successes. You need 2 more to win the encounter.
Can I push?
Now, I will allow a little bit of metagaming here. Actually, you know what? No, I have never done that for Walking Dead, and I'm not about to fucking start now. I want you to decide together now if you both push or if only one of you. So, for example, right now, you can either keep the 2 successes from Nicholas and have a guaranteed 2, or you can choose to both push at the same time, in which case you may lose those successes on Nicholas, but you would both reroll. Or you could just have Joseph push. But I don't want there to be like roll Joseph first, then see if you push. You see what I mean? I want it to be on instinct, as we've done it in the past.
What do you say?
I get. Well, if I push, he has to push as well, right?
No. So I'm just saying that I want you to decide if you're going to push and who's going to push before we roll anything, so that you both do it at the same time. I just don't want it to be Joseph will push, and then if he doesn't make it, Nicholas will push.
Okay, gotcha.
You see what I mean? I want it to be on. It's like when.
Gotcha.
I mean, normally
ages
how
ag-
we've
Go on.
normally how we've done this is we would DM you what we were doing. So I
That
think
is
that's
how
the
we've
best way
done it.
for-
That's true. That is
So
how we've
that
done
way
it in
they
the
can-
past.
So that way there's no
Yeah.
corroborating.
That
Sorry,
is
guys.
how,
I know
no,
it's-
that is.
No,
I've
no,
forgotten we
it's
did
fine.
that at the school. That's how we did. So there was a situation at the school. Amusingly, last time we saw the Lank, where they were trapped in the school. Go on.
one other situation like that.
The Lank showed up at the cabin and the school, basically, but they were near each other. That was the same quest in my book. Basically, the way they were stuck in the school playground, and the zombies closed in on them. I wanted to know what everyone did without conferring to each other. Like, some people ran for cover, some tried to fight, that sort of thing. So if both of you could message me on Discord what you are going to do. Are you going to push? I can assume Father Joseph's gonna, but that's up to that's up to you
I
guys.
think the last time we had a similar situation is the car explosion
Aye.
in the street. I think we did something like that then. I think we did it then. I can't remember if we did though.
Let me just check something here. Let me just grab an NPC. Where's Streamer Steve when you need him? Streamer Steve! There he is. Sup, Steve? Man's got an agility of 10. Let's just roll that. I'm just checking. I do believe it is the case of success. All dice are re-rolled, not just successes. Well, that's not helpful. Hang on. I need Streamer Steve to actually get a success here. Man didn't roll a single 6. There we go. That'll do. So does he keep that one success? No, it re-rolls all the dice when you push. Just so you know. That is what I thought was the case.
I thought it was different because we pushed before, and it kept one of the. So if you look there, it kept the success from.
Oh,
the
it did from the
previous-
previous roll. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put. Okay, cool. If that case, please, Father Joseph, will you please push the dice?
Jesus, take the
Come
wheel.
on, come on.
Jesus,
come on.
take the
Oh,
wheel.
no.
2 successes. Yes.
Yes, let's go.
2 successes! The 2 of you lunge forwards as Pat reaches that medical supply and grabs onto it. You roll and look as the Lank digs its nails into the ground and crawls itself away. Okay, I would like the 2 of you to describe how you destroy this variant.
I get the sledgehammer and I smash its eyes in.
Okay?
I just hold it down, like I hold it down by like the kind of to the side by the neck, I'm just holding out so it doesn't move while Nicholas is smashing its head in.
Nice. Okay. The lank thrives against you, but you get your elbow in under its chin and you pin it down. It screeches and its mouth tears itself apart, the cheek ripping as the jaw distends so much that the skin splits. And in that moment, its eyes glint at you like cat's eyes in the night, and its head tilts and it looks at you, Father Joseph, and it goes, before your sledgehammer splatters its head and it cracks to the side, but the head is huge. You cave in one eye socket and the head twists again. Teeth snap at you, but you shatter them with another swing. And with one final swing of the sledgehammer, you break the cranium and scatter its brains across the mud and the stained bloody ground. The Lank, the first variant introduced into this campaign, the slayer of 2 player characters and multiple NPCs behind the scenes I'd like to have a shout out to. Because when they come across each other on the map.
Hunting the soldiers.
Yes, it was. Yes. When tokens that you guys can't see interact on the map, I roll for it, and the Lank has been fucking slaughtering bitches behind the scenes.
I mean,
but it now dies, twitching on the ground. The adrenaline surging through you. You race back into the campsite. You are by no means out of the woods yet. I would like all of you to make stealth checks. Seamus, before you make a stealth check, I would like you to make a medicine check on yourself.
Can I put myself up to
Yes,
1?
you can. If you pass, you may put yourself back up to 1 as you've essentially healed yourself. You've stabilised yourself, essentially. Yeah. I don't usually allow that, but again, narrative takes precedent.
4 successes?
4 successes. You're back up to battered. I'm not going to give you anything more than that. Now make me the stealth check. Fucking hell, guys.
Fuck.
Well done, gentlemen, is all I have to say.
Oh. Yeah, I failed that stealth check.
Seamus, Father Joseph, and Nicholas, you sprint back into the campsite to see Seamus in the tent. He's just slammed a syringe into his heart and literally injected adrenaline straight into his system. He stands up as from behind him a walker lurches out and bears him to the ground. Take 1 point of stress. There's a moment as you gasp and you raise the sledgehammer trying to get to him before the Garda, with a roar of anger, lifts the walker above his head and throws it with the titanic strength of a man on God knows what sort of drugs and adrenaline. I mean, we've all heard stories of, like, you know, mothers who lift cars off babies, right? And stuff like that. Well, here you see the Irish fucking Garda bench press a bitch and yeet it as Seamus stands, eyes fully dilated, high as a kite, but alive. And I will end the encounter there. The threat level goes down to 2. There are walkers nearby, but they do not know you are there. Gentlemen, well done. And
it's at this point Seamus will realise fully that Sebastian is gone.
yeah, we will take a moment.
That hits hard. But he wouldn't want to leave him just lying on the ground.
The scene you see before you in the sunlight, snow falls across your face. The wind howls around you as we are in the centre of a snowstorm. The weather has been doing strange things. And it's weird to think about the weather in this moment. But grief does weird things to the mind. And Seamus, all you can think of is how cold it is, and snow in February? Really? Because all you can see is the snow falling and being bathed in red. I wish I could tell you that there was a peaceful scene for the departed. But this is Nevermore. The body of Sebastian Moirus is still twitching, the fingertips spasming as though he's trying to reach out to you. But there's no head, and where his chest was, sort of at an angle from where the teeth have glanced off of his chest bone, his sternum, there is just a red mess in the snow. Torn shirt, lacerated skin.
This hits Seamus very much because Sebastian was his anchor as well.
Mm-hmm.
They'd bonded, and I think like he pulls what's left of Seamus into the light, or sorry, of Sebastian into the light, and he's just on his knees holding it.
To our new players. Oh, go on.
I thought there was something for losing an anchor.
There is. We will need to make a broken check, which I will come to in a second. So, Father Joseph, Nicholas, you see Seamus drag the still hot body of Sebastian into the campsite. The walkers have not defiled it yet. They don't feast on what they don't kill. But where he drags the body into the campsite, there is just a red carpet, a red smear across the snow. I would hear your reactions as well, if you choose to give them.
So I have one quick question.
By all means.
So like my talent is anyone can use me as an anchor. So like, do players need to actively come to me, or can I like, let's say like come to people to reduce their stress?
Absolutely, I think that is a beautiful idea. In this moment, you can't replace Sebastian, but how do you comfort Seamus? If Pat is willing to use you as an anchor, I think that's a lovely idea of how do you comfort him in this moment, or how do you... Well, I'll let you guys roleplay it more than tell you what to do.
So I go up to Seamus as he's dragging the body, and I kind of like grab him by you know, kind of by my side, since he's kind of injured, and like help him.
Can't leave him here. I mean, no, he needs to be back.
Seamus, do not strain yourself. We have went through a lot. Let us bring him to the light. Let us bring him to the light, Seamus.
No.
So I suppose we drag it to the middle.
Yeah, I've made the smear.
Okay, great. I see that. So I kind of kneel down by Sebastian's body, and I just kind of rest my hand where I suppose below the hole in his chest. While
It's
I
less
kneel
of a
down.
hole and more like you botched clipping your toenail. It's just hit the top half of his body has been sheared off at a 45-degree angle. And I'm
Okay,
speaking
so-
from experience on. Well, no, I didn't do it. I didn't do it clipping my toenail, but I have ripped the end of my toe off while on honeymoon with my wife. So speaking from experience on that one, I was in the shower.
Honeymoon to remember.
It was great, yeah. I freaked out the receptionists of the hotel we were at because I just went down, calmly asked for a med kit, and showed them my fucked up toe. Anyway, returning back to this.
Yeah, so I kind of kneel down and I say a quick prayer. May your choices follow you. May your courage and your remorse be remembered. Fate dies only if you let it. So I get up and I go back to Seamus and I say, we must rest first, Seamus, but then it's time for a burial.
Okay. In this moment, before anything else, there is a system for what are called breaking points. You'll find them on page 27 of the core rulebook. Seamus, your anchor has been killed. And are any of you at 5 stress or higher?
I'm at 6.
Okay, you'll need to do this as well then.
What am I at? I'm at 3. How am I at 3 only?
Man, solid. So, this is basically to recover from trauma, or to handle trauma. Try to handle your fear. I need you to make either a wits or an empathy check, each of you. So whoever's at 5 or higher stress, and of course Seamus for having lost Sebastian. You get +1 for each +2, sorry, for each anchor who is still alive, and you do not acknowledge stress die. So, who's got the 5 stress or higher?
I have 5 stress.
Okay, you're making it either way. But I can see, Father Joseph, you have not got any anchors just yet. You have not selected them. So it's just a flat roll for you, I'm afraid. Seamus, you have ceremony still waiting for you at home. So you get +2. Both of you, empathy
+1, isn't
or
it?
wits, your choice. It's +2. Add 2 for each anchor who is still alive and on your side. Do not acknowledge stress die. Okay. Ignoring the stress die. You may wish to re-roll that. I know. We'll just re-roll it manually. Both of you are going to want to push. Which means in this case just re-roll, because I know the button's not there.
Yeah, no, I got nothing.
Okay. Both of you did it on stress, so not acknowledged. Both of you are considered broken or traumatized. If you fail the roll, you are overwhelmed by fear. I need you both to roll me a d6. We have a 5 for Father Joseph and a 6 for Seamus. Well, neither of you are losing your drive. Neither of you are becoming shattered. Both of you are gaining a new issue or disorder.
No. Oh, brilliant. Something to join my depression.
We will roll those post-session because they won't impact right now. I will get a list up.
Seamus almost on autopilot is like he knew Sebastian well. And there's some small part of Seamus's mind, which is what's happening now, like he's completely dissociated from this at the moment. And that's controlling his hand as he basically takes the med pack and the equipment from Sebastian.
Yeah, loot him.
Yep. Like, it's not even conscious, like, he will be horrified when he comes back to himself and realizes this is what's after happening.
I'll add them to your character sheet. Do you take the walkie-talkies?
Yes. Like, it's... Like,
The
it's
spear,
what
I
would
will stress,
be-
did break, so...
Yep.
Okay. Now, one of the things to the Walking Dead RP to earn XP is what's called a dearly departed monologue. This is kind of like a narration of sorts. All sessions except the first one start with a dearly departed. This means something. One player gets told a dearly. Okay, I'll send this in the chat. We won't do this now, but we can always come back to it next session. It's basically like a little intro scene for next session where someone will talk about Sebastian. I'll send it in the chit chat. Rulebook photos. So, you are by no means safe, gentlemen. The regular walkers can still reach you here. You are still en route to the orchard, or do you wish to recuperate your wounds and go back to base? You guys roleplay it, tell me what you're doing. I'm going to sit back and let you take the reins.
I think one of my ribs is out of place.
Joseph, I think we need to get back. We can't go on like this.
Can we walk? Can Seamus walk normally?
Yes.
I can walk. I can walk.
I can walk. Okay, I think we need to get back. We can't go towards the orchard in these conditions, and we need to help.
Sebastian? Or Seamus?
Sebastian there. Sebastian. We need to help Sebastian, put him in a place to rest.
We cannot take the body with us. We can't carry it back, Nicholas.
We can't leave him here though.
Grab some of the tarp.
We put him in one of the tents, and we will come
No,
over it later when we have strength.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Sorry, Seamus, but I think that's the only choice we have.
I can't leave him here.
It is what he would want us to do.
I kind of grab Seamus' shoulder and I say, the light is inside you. Even in darkness, choose it, Seamus. But we have to go for now. We must place him in one of the tents and regroup. We ourselves barely walked out of this alive. The others need us. At this time, more than ever. As we need them.
Seamus will like look at the embers of the fire. He will realize like it's not enough to do a proper.
No, it's
goodbye.
not.
Yep, we have to come back then. We're coming back.
I can add it to the quest log if you wish.
Oh yeah,
To-
that Seamus will, like, even if he is to come here by himself.
Okay, I
We
will
will
add the
come
quest.
back for him, Seamus. We will come back for him. We will do him right.
Right.
There you go, I have added it to the quest log.
I think this one had the least horrific things going on in it.
They were pretty bad.
It will be the one where you go into, like, they're all bad, but it was the least out of all of them. And that will be where, like, Seamus insists that Sebastian is rested until they can return.
Okay. Let's just hide those. Cool. You'll find it if you press J, you'll find it under quests. Okay. Where to now, folks?
Back to the farm.
Back to the farm. What the fuck? Fucking... Ah! My headphones have died. Quick! Swap to secondary headphones! Fuck. I don't have secondary headphones! They have betrayed me! Fuck! Oh, there they are. I didn't see them. Quick. Speedy, 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 speedy. How the fuck did my headphones die? That's bullshit. Right, here's hoping this works. Sound settings. Why they no work? Ah, panic! Hello, hello? Ah, for fuck's sticking balls. Wank fuck. Yes, that's fine. Speakers. Oh my god, please just work. Turn that off. Sound settings. Oh my god, why are they not working? Hello? Oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys. I imagine I'm still audible, but... Fuck's sake. Katie's headphones aren't working for some reason. Okay, maybe if I do this. If I hold the charger, it's not long enough. Why is it so short? Right. There we go. Right, just hold this. Oh my god, what is that? Why is it so tight? There we go. Right. Should... Hopefully my headphones will now reconnect. Or not, I guess. Okay, now they're working, but they're not making any noise. Why are they not? Oh my god, fucking kill me. Why is nothing working? Come on. This is bullshit. There we go. Right, I can hear you. Hello, hello.
Oh, hello, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Hello. Right, could you hear me that whole time?
Can hear you.
Yes.
Yeah, that was painful. My headphones have just randomly fucking died. I'm gonna have to keep like burst charging them or something. Great. Sorry. Please do continue.
Alice, it's time to head back.
Okay. Right. So, I would like, just because we've had some trauma doesn't mean we don't do things by the book here at Tattletales RPG. Are you guys running back, or are we stealthing?
We're not gonna run. I don't think it's a good idea. If we run. We are better than
Yeah, we're
bruised as
taking it
well,
back.
so
Okay. So, I would like everybody to please make stealth checks.
Never stops.
Never stopped.
It doesn't.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Why?
Welcome to the Walking Dead, gentlemen. Where the
Thanks.
dice don't stop rolling,
No, they don't.
even in the face of death.
You run. Sorry, you sneak through the trees, back the way you came, back towards the farm. And it's only just as you reach the farm that it happens. You get to the edge where the border is being built, and you can see now the fence has increased a little bit. D'Angelo and Peggy are still working on it. Seamus is slightly ahead of you all, limping through the trees. But Nicholas, on the one skull,
Yeah.
I'm going to roll something privately. Okay. You hear a noise as Nicholas and pukes violently on the ground. And for such a huge man of pure muscle, Nicholas is violently sick. What do you want to
I
do?
don't feel so good. What's happening? Someone help.
Nicholas, are you okay? What's wrong?
I don't know.
You feel a hot, sharp pain in your stomach, and and blood drips down the side of your cheek a little as it comes out the corner of your mouth, and you dry heave. Moments flash before your eyes. Sebastian exploding. Seamus swinging the sledgehammer. Sorry, Nicholas swinging the sledgehammer. Joseph underneath, and Joseph is covered in blood, but none of you were spared that cascade of viscera. And Nicholas, you realise in that moment you might have swallowed some of Sebastian's blood.
How far are we from the farm?
Within eyesight, you can see at the top of the hill Peggy and D'Angelo hammering stakes in.
So I just grab Nicholas under, like, I just grab him under, like, I put him like under my kind of like armpit, you know, just under the shoulder, and I just start rushing towards them.
Okay.
But Seamus will grab him at the other side, even as wounded as he is, trying to help.
Do you guys still have the pharmacy bag that Seamus grabbed?
Yes. So it possibly was left in the farm.
I would suspect so. I'm just checking. Okay. You managed to get back to the farm. People are immediately calling out. They're running towards you. Nicholas, you get dizzy as you taste meat in your mouth, as you puke trickles down between your teeth, the worst flossing you've ever had. And you are rushed into the farmhouse towards the kitchen, where Mama Kelloyd gets you onto the table. What's going on? What happened?
We fought a walker. There's not much time to tell right now, but he needs help. He needs help right now.
Is he bit? Check him for bites.
I don't think he's bit. I'm
No,
not sure.
this yet. Yeah.
You check him for bites. You find none. This is a case of he's going to need his stomach pumped. He's ingested tainted
Would we
blood.
realise that?
Yes, he's ingested tainted blood. You need to get that out his system by any means necessary. Make him sick. As horrible as it is to say.
Is there any salt in the kitchen?
Scout check. That's how we do things. Scout check. Ignore stress. We're back to threat level 0. Don't remove it, but ignore it.
2 successes out of stress.
Okay, 2 successes. You are able to search the kitchen, and luckily you grab a jar of what you're like, sugar, salt, you taste it, salt, and it is literally just a old, like, coffee grinder jar of salt that Mama Kelloyd keeps.
I fill a glass with water and I add like 3 tablespoons of salt to it.
Okay, what's everyone else doing? As you're doing this, I'll move all the NPCs outside. We're not all in here right now. The NPCs all gather round. Let's put them all down here and bring up the ones we need. Let's have Seamus. I have Matty O'Connor come in because you can't go wrong with Matty O'Connor. We'll have O'Sheen. Where are you all? Where is the people? Where are the tokens for our lovely new fellas? No, I'll just add you to the map. There's Nicholas. There is Father Joseph. No, that's a DeLorean. There's Father Joseph. Right, you guys are in the kitchen. Matty O'Connor will join you, as would, of course, Mama Kelloyd. And Hinata, because he's fun like that. So, as you sort of grab that, Mama Kelloyd breaks into the room, all action, Hinata with her, the two of them sort of frantically panicked as Matty O'Connor enters from the kitchen. You grab Nicholas and get him onto the table. Nicholas, I need an endurance check from you, please.
Four success aces.
4 successes. You. It's like someone has dug their hands into your intestines and are just kneading it and twisting. And you, as you sweat, your veins bulge in your skull, and you're sick again, but you don't take any damage. Father and Seamus, what are you doing?
So I'm trying to search. I search for the medical bag. Where's the medical bag? Where's the medical bag?
Denise, Mama Kelloyd will run to you and just slams it into your hands with Matty O'Connor running up behind. What's going on? What do we need?
We need to see if we have anything to make him puke.
Right.
At this point,
I can make him
Seamus
puke, but he won't
will
like it.
Do it, Mama Kelloyd, whatever it takes.
Mama Kelloyd
Whatever
goes,
it takes.
right you are, and grabs him by the nuts and twists. Nicholas, I need an endurance check and have +1 stress. The old dick twist. I mean, that'll make you sick, trust me.
Oh my god. Right, am I better now?
And then we'll come to Pat.
God, I needed to mute. Oh my god.
Endurance checks, Nicholas, you tank it, and you. Pat, we're over to you.
So at this point, Seamus will return with the glass of water and basically into Nicholas drink.
As you break back into the room, Seamus, Mama Kelloyd has unzipped and thrust and grabbed. And Seamus, you grab Nicholas by the mouth and you open his jaw and you pour the concoction into his mouth. I need one final endurance check from Nicholas. You need
You're telling me.
This
You're
was
telling me I injured and twisted balls and I want people to endure.
But it's going to affect the modifier. It was going to be the requirement for 3 successes, but with the salt water and with the dick twist, I'm only going to need to see 1 success from you to pass.
Oh god.
For this, let me just find it.
1 success.
1 success. Rolling onto the side of the table, you blood onto the floor, but it's no longer red. It is black, and it hits the floor, sizzling. And as it does, as the water hits your system, you dry heave. The contents of your stomach empty. You're gonna feel rough for a while, Mr. Kavanagh, but you will live. In the moments that follow, an uneasy silence falls across Kelloyd Farm. As you look around, as Nicholas' body shakes, the strongest man on the farm by a significant margin, reduced to a wreck. Father Joseph Kowalczyk is covered and drenched in blood. Gore smothers him from head to foot. Not slick, not smooth like blood, like, oh, he's been showering in red paint. No, there's bits of meat. Chunks of flesh. Seamus is shaking violently, twisted from the wounds he's suffered. And in that moment, as an uneary, awful quiet falls across the kitchen, Ocean looks to you all and goes, I hate to be the one that asks, but where's Sebastian? And with
At
that,
this point,
I was going to round out, but if there's anything you want to do, we can continue.
I was just going to say, like, Seamus collapsed into a chair, and he's holding in his hand Sebastian's walkie-talkie, just like cradling it between his 2 hands.
I think the final moments of this session then, if that's alright with everyone, we slowly zoom in on that walkie-talkie. It's a achingly slow tracking shot that parts through the people and sees through the blood. And in the last moment before we fade to black, the walkie-talkie crackles to life. Just static in the void. And with that, we have been Tattletales RPG, where the table may indeed be virtual, but you are certainly most welcome at it. We will see you Friday for Warzone Blackthrone, Saturday for Age of Sigmar, and soon for Dead Space What's Left Behind. But for now, thank you so much for watching. Novo, Liam, I hope your mum enjoyed. Bye for now. We'll see you next.
There's a move for days. Went through Rickerton's broken fields, whispering old names.
He came to me at evening, bells silent, sky gone still.
Sat blind upon the wooden cross, like a shadow with a will. He told me, son, the world's too full, the hells will lose its store.
Graves will split, bones will knit and walk the moor once more.
Death will choke and the sky will crack, the sea shall flood once more. Sinner, God has forgotten you, the rapture left you behind.
What breaks first, my son?
Your flesh or your mind? When the gates are open wide, when death and hell give up their dead.
What shall you do, my sweet child?
Where shall you run? Where shall you hide? This is the pit, and the pendulum swings evermore. You are lost and alone, soulless to the core. So tell me, sinner, what is worth living for?
He leaned into my trembling soul, and in a voice I heard in my heart,
He told me what he saw. There's a crow on the chapel spire, hasn't moved for days. Went through Rickerton's broken fields, whispering old names.
he came to me at evening, bells silent, sky gone still.
Sat blind upon the wooden cross, like a shadow with a will. He told me, son, the world's too full, the hells will lose its store.
Graves will split, bones will knit and walk the moor once more.
Death will choke and the sky will crack, the sea shall flood once more. Sinner, God has forgotten you, the rapture left you behind.
What breaks first, my son?
Your flesh or your mind? When the gates are open wide, when death and hell give up their dead.
What shall you do, my sweet child?
Where man. What is worth living for?
He leaned into my trembling soul, and in a voice I heard, and I heard.
He told me what he saw.